Welcome to my first vegetable garden. Today I'm going to show you how to plant garlic, and I'm going to go through the entire process. I have another YouTube channel that I present garden topics very quickly, but with my first vegetable garden I'm going to spend a lot of time just explaining everything to you as if this is the first time you've really gardened. Garlic is best planted in October and November in Maryland Zone 7, that's where I'm at. You want to plant it when it's getting colder. You don't want it to grow full size over October, November, December. You just want it to get established. And all you do is you can go to your grocery store and pick up a clove of garlic. The bottom here is the root side, so this part of the garlic here is going to go flat into the ground, and this is the growth tip where the green comes. And you're just going to break it open, and you want to get cloves that are a good size, about this size. And you can see it came out this way, so this is the bottom of the garlic. This is the top of the garlic, and you just go through and you break off the bigger cloves, and the smaller ones just put to the side. You can use them in your kitchen, but you want a nice large size clove. These are good size. Let me get a good amount of cloves ready, and again the smaller ones you can just use in your kitchen, and it'll probably take 2 cloves to get a good size. This is a 3-foot row, and you're going to plant garlic in Maryland Zone 7 about 3 to 4 inches deep. As you go down further south, you can plant it a little more. It can be more shallowly planted, like at 1.5 inches or 2 inches. And these are just too small, so they're good to go to the side. And that's a nice size clove right there. And again, the root side, the growing tip side, and just break up a clove from the store. And this should be enough for the video. And again, here's the root size. The pointy tip is where the green growth comes out. And let me show you what it looks like. Once your garlic's in the ground, this is from last year, and I just dug it up when I redid the row. You can see the roots are going to grow just like that. That's the growing tip. So you want to put the garlic in root side down, growing tip up. If you can't figure it out for some reason, just plant it on the side. The clove will correct itself when it grows. As it's growing, this was a bulb that I didn't dig out, so there's a bunch together. But you can see your garlic clove that you put in is going to end up like this. And this is about where you want to get it come December. Just enough where the root is established. There's some green. It'll stop growing when temperatures get under 40 degrees, but you'll have a garlic clove that is set up and ready to become a full bulb of garlic like we had. So 1 clove can get you anywhere from really 7 to 12 cloves. So again, this is what it's going to look like with time. And this is one that I just dug out completely. This has been regrowing for the last month or so. So to prepare the ground, you want to go 3 to 4 inches deep. You can see this is about 3 inches to the edge of the wood there. But you really want to loosen up the ground all the way down. Garlic is a root crop. I can hear a rock down there. I'm not going to dig that one out. But loosen up the soil. I'm also focusing on gardening more organically. This is bone meal, and I'm just going to sprinkle some right across the planting bed. You use bone meal about 1 tablespoon per 2 square feet. This is a 3-foot row. I'll put another row in right back here. Bone meal adds phosphorus to your garden, and that's good for the development of root systems and for the bulb of the garlic plant. Bone meal is also slow release, so it's going to take time for this to break up, which will be perfect. I'm putting these in here in October, and come the spring when the bulb's really growing, the bone meal will be giving up its nutrients to the garlic. So all you do is, again, root side down. If you can't figure it out, just put it on the side. About every 4 to 6 inches, you can use the tape measure. So distance, about, you measure your finger this way, it's a little easier to figure out. But 4 inches, a little further if you want. And just press it in all the way down. And these cloves will turn into full cloves of garlic. It's extremely easy to grow. I highly recommend you put it in your garden. Alright, so this is in with the growing tip up. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cloves in a 3-foot row. Let me move this out of the way. And just cover it up back to 4 inches. And you can see that I mulch the top of my garden with wood mulch. And wood mulch can pull nitrogen out of your soil. Not really if you have it sitting on top, but once you get the wood mixed into the depth of your garden, sometimes it can affect the nitrogen. So what I do for that is use some blood meal. And this is an organic method for adding nitrogen to your garden. And what the nitrogen will do is it'll help the wood break down, and it'll help the wood from taking nitrogen out from the plant. And I'm just going to sprinkle it across the top. With the blood meal, you use 1 tablespoon per 1 to 2 foot square area. And again, this is a organic product and it's slow release. So I'm just going to sprinkle. There are 2 tablespoons in here, and there are actually 2 tablespoons in here. I'm just going to sprinkle it across the top. Mix it in, not even an inch. And this is a garlic bed that is ready for, well, I was going to say ready for planting, but it's just ready to bring you garlic next spring. So you put the garlic in October. You put it 3 to 4 inches deep. I added bone meal for phosphorus support, for nutrients to help the bulb and root system grow. I added blood meal to improve the nitrogen. Got this in October. It will establish itself. You'll see some green come up. Once the temperature gets below 40 degrees, it's going to stop growing. It'll sit in here in December, January, February. When the temperature starts coming up, it'll start growing, and you'll be able to harvest your garlic probably around June. And you'll go from planting 1 clove like this to pulling out a full clove, or a full head of garlic. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please check out my blog at www.therustedgarden.blogspot.com, and also check out my other YouTube videos. Thanks.